We're going to start with Jason Stein in Madison, one of our Madison Bureau reporters. So last week I did this, I'll do it again. The state budget expires now in 12 days, 11 hours, and about 59 minutes. There's still no deal. Has there been any progress in the last week, or are we still just kind of jammed up where we were?
I think the bottom line is there's no deal. There's been some progress. I mean, they've agreed on how much they want to cut borrowing from Governor Scott Walker's budget, but as I always say, until you figure out, who's going to bear the brunt of that cost, then you don't really have a deal. And they're fighting right now over whether southeastern Wisconsin projects like the zoo interchange should just get to keep sailing smoothly forward and all the pain should be felt outstate, or whether southeastern Wisconsin shares in the pain. And it's the squabbling has gotten bad enough that Speaker Robin Vos and the Budget Committee co-chair John Nygren sent out a press release this morning criticizing Republicans in the Senate and Alberta Darling, Senator Alberta Darling, saying she was being disingenuous and misrepresenting the Assembly's position. So it's not going particularly
So
well.
It's divided government in Madison all over again, right?
It's divided government. There's an old joke in politics that the other party is the opposition, but the other house is the enemy. And we kind of see that going on right now with the disagreements between the Senate and Assembly.
Yeah, but there's also a lot, bringing in Dan Bice, for the problems in the Senate. We don't have a very thin margin of error for the budget to pass, and a lot of people saying what they want or don't want in that budget to get it through.
Two things. One, missing that deadline is not a huge deal. The budget will just keep on going. It used to be a routine thing that every 2 years, we would miss the budget.
It sounds better if we have a little tote board.
It does.
Countdown clock, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's not like Washington where everything shuts down. So that's an important thing. But you're right. The Republicans have no one to blame. They can't turn to the other party because they own everything. It's sort of like Colin Powell's old rule: if you break it, you own it. Here it is: if you win it, you own it, and they own everything. So they basically ended up pointing fingers at each other and trying to blame one another for the problems there.